Hi everyone. Today we're going to take another look at the concept of area, but just in a little bit different way. So before we begin, let's go ahead and go over our I can statement for today so we know what our goal for this lesson is. Our goal is to find the area of an irregular shape by estimating the amount of square units it takes to cover a surface. What exactly does that mean? Let's go ahead and break down our I can statement into smaller parts. The first part says I can find the area. Area, we know from yesterday, is the measure of the inside of a figure. So yesterday we measured the inside of the figure by counting those square units it took to cover that surface. But today, instead of finding the area of a polygon or a regular shape, we're going to be finding the area of an irregular shape, which means that it's not regular. Okay? So there may not be exact amounts of square units. So what we have to do today is to estimate or give us our best guess, based on our knowledge of the amount of square units it takes to cover that shape. So let's look at our first shape. And this first shape is just a review from yesterday. And what we did yesterday was we counted the number of exact squares it took to cover that shape. So let's count those exact squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It takes exactly 12 squares to cover that shape. So the area of this shape is 12 square units. Remember, that's just a review from yesterday and what we did. So let's take a look at what we're going to do today and see if you see a difference between the shapes that we found the area of yesterday and the shapes that we're going to find the area of today. What do you notice that's different? Well, I noticed that there's not going to be an exact amount of squares because these shapes are a little funky, okay? They are irregular. So do you notice that there's these little pieces? There's a little piece missing from here, but there's an extra piece missing from here. There's a little piece missing from this square, but an extra little bit over here. So what I would do to estimate the area of this figure would be to first count the exact number of full squares. And that is 1, 2 full squares. But if you notice, just a little piece is missing from this square, but I can take this amount and put it right here to make a full square, which is about 3 squares. And I can take this amount and fill it in over here to make 4 squares. So the area is about 4 square units. Okay, let's go ahead and do another figure. What is the best estimate? Remember, we're estimating because it's not going to be exact. So what we're going to do is we're going to first count the number of exact full squares, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to see if we can combine some of these parts to make about a whole. Remember, it's not going to be exact. We're just going to make a good guess. So I think I can put these two parts together to make a full whole. And these two parts together will make just about a full whole. So our area is about, remember, about because it's not exact, 6 square units. Okay? All right, let's take a look at another shape. All right, remember it's asking us for estimate, and why are we asking for an estimate? Is because it is not a regular shape. We have to combine some parts, so it may not be exact, but it will be close. So let's go ahead. The first thing that we do is we count the number of full squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full squares. And I think I can do some things to combine some of these parts. If I combine these two parts, put this part over here, it would probably be about 1 full square here. And if I put this part over here, it will probably fill it in, so I can make another full square. So my estimated area is about 8 square units. And you remember from yesterday, the SQ is just an abbreviation or shorter way of writing square. Okay? Let's take a look at another one. The best estimate for the area of the shaded figure. What are we going to do first? If you said count the number of full squares, you are correct. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 full squares. And then our last step would be to combine some of these shaded parts to be about a whole. I think I combine these two to make a whole, and I'll combine these two to make about a whole. Remember, it's not going to be exact. So our area is about 12 square units. Okay. Now, the next shape we're going to take a look at, I just want you to try to see it. If you can, in your mind, what are we going to do to estimate this shape? What would you do to find the closest or the closest estimate to the area? Well, if the first thing that you said we're going to do is count the number of full squares, you are right. So let's go ahead and do that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 full squares. And if you said to combine the parts to equal a whole, I would agree with you. So I can probably take this part and put it over here to equal another whole. So that would be about 11 square units for the area. Okay, so let's go ahead and revisit our I can statement for today to see if we've met our goal. Remember, our goal for the day was to find the area of an irregular shape by estimating the amount of squares it took to cover the surface. Did we estimate the area of an irregular shape, like down below? If your answer is yes, then I agree. Great job.